Are you a podcaster? Maybe you've got that big idea and you're looking for a network to join. The multi-award-winning Ozcast Network can get your content to eyes and ears all over the world. Join now for the first month free, and you could be featuring this sound at the beginning of your podcast.
Ozcast.
Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.
The Bachelorette and friends want to acknowledge that this podcast is recorded and edited on the stolen lands of the Kaurna and Paramount peoples. We wish to pay and give respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, past, present, and emerging. Sovereignty was never ceded, always was, always will be Aboriginal land. The Bachelorette
and friends.
From first love to happy ever after.
What's that?
From dating to dick pics.
Oh my. Oh no!
The Bachelorette and friends. Oh, I love a good dick. Hello and welcome to the Bachelorette and Friends. I'm Carla Anita Matiazzo, and today we have Jakeb Granger. Welcome to the potty.
What's up?
Oh, this is going to be fun. I can already feel it. The energies are flying around the room. Okay, we usually start at first crushes. People either mention their celebrity crushes or real life crushes. Hit me with it.
All right, my first celebrity crush was Shakira when I was like 3 years old. I've always wanted someone to ask me this. I remember I walked into some like fish and chip shop with my mum, and there was Whenever, Wherever by Shakira on fucking MTV or something back when they showed music, and I was like, oh, I was in a trance, dude. I didn't care about the fish and chips. I was just looking at Shakira.
Oh my God, Jacob. So did you end up like buying her music and shit? Or
No fucking way.
Oh, okay. So it was just a one moment wonder thing.
Well, I didn't mind Hips Don't Lie.
Oh, yeah. Why is that?
Because they don't. Her taxes do, though. Have you seen her lately?
No.
She's up for tax fraud.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Some dude's probably fucking mismanaging her money. She doesn't know what she's doing.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Okay, so from Shakira, who else did you have a crush on, celebrity or otherwise?
So Shakira's first.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry, I can't go much further than 3 years old.
Yeah, that's fair.
Who was my first crush after that? I went to primary school with this girl, and I don't know what it was about her. It was definitely her face.
It's definitely her face.
Yeah, I didn't have hormones at like 5.
Yeah, that's true. What was it about her face that made you go, oh, she's cute?
It was so innocent and naive. It was sweet. It was what you would imagine. It's what Christian people look like on the outside when they're covering up all the grisly shit, you know?
Oh my God, Jacob.
You're not Christian, you're Italian.
Yeah.
If anything, you're Catholic.
Well, yeah, this
Irish
is true.
Catholic.
Not Irish Catholic. I'm
Come
not
on.
Irish.
Mud on.
Yeah, but that's not Irish. What are you
Oof,
talking
mud
about?
on.
Okay, so this girl was cute. Okay, let's move forward because I feel like we're going to be in problematic territory if we stay here.
Oh.
What happened in high school? Did you have any girlfriends?
Yeah,
What'd
but
you
they
do?
don't count.
It's like I consider high school boyfriends training wheels.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So what training wheels did you have?
I dated a Christian girl.
Yeah, go on.
My first girlfriend was a Christian girl when I was 15. And like, here's the thing, like I wasn't interested in women until I was like 14. I didn't even discover my body until I was like 13, and that was only because I watched American Pie, and I was like, these dudes are trying so hard to get laid. I haven't even fucking jacked it yet. What's the incentive, fellas? And then I found out very easily, very quickly, and then that became my new religion. I feel like my mum's gonna hear this, and I'm like trying to, Anyway, so I dated this Christian girl.
Yes.
like so Christian that her dad was the pastor
Sure.
at the church, you know? And like we weren't allowed to stay over at each other's houses until they moved to Hackham West, or as she liked to call it, oh, it's the good side of Hackham. There's no fucking good side of Hackham. And so, and I didn't even know Hackham had 2 H's in it. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Wow, you're a local. And so I went, then all of a sudden we were allowed to stay the night, but the condition was, Jacob, you're only allowed to stay the night. I'm pretending to be her parents. Jacob, actually they didn't say that to me, they said that to her. They said, tell Jacob he's only allowed to stay the night if he promises to come to church the next day. And I made sure that I took the most of that opportunity the night before.
Right.
I reveled in it. I went, oh, we are... I don't want to say that, actually. I'm like this close to going off the rails, and then I remember people are going to be listening to this.
What were you like when you first finished high school with the dating world? What were you like on the dating scene?
Well, I had a lady friend.
A lady friend?
It makes it sound like a bug, doesn't it? No, so I had a lady when I was in year 12 at high school, and then right after I finished high school. That didn't last too long. Because turns out, like, once you leave school, there are so many other ladies outside of school.
Yeah.
And I was... Actually, no, I don't want to chalk it up to being a man whore. That's not how it went. There was a lot of shit going on in my life when I first turned 18 that a lot of people tend to not have to go through with their families.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I was forced into that sort of predicament. And so I was just like, oh, I don't want to sound like the knight in shining armor, but I was like, I don't want to put this woman through any of this shit. So I was like, I'm going to go ignore my problems for 3 years.
Sure.
You go become a better person and figure out life. I'm going to go ignore mine for a fucking couple years. And I think that was probably the best decision to make on her behalf. And but if, like, I reckon I should have informed her of what was going on in my life since I was 18. When I was younger. That's the other thing. The Christian bitch cheated on me.
Right.
I never said that in public before. You heard it here first, folks. And then I only bring this up because when I called her out on it a couple of years ago, I called her out on it, and she was like, oh, because I moved to Sydney. We were trying to do long distance. I moved to Sydney, and she was like, oh, like you weren't doing that when you were in Sydney. Fuck no. I treated her like a goddamn princess. She was... women, you can attest to this. When you lose your virginity to a man, you think you're going to be with that motherfucker forever. Well, I was raised by a single mum, so I'm a little bitch too. And I felt that way. I felt that way with her. And that didn't help. And then there was evidence too, and I was like, no, I'm going to trust her. Fucking...
Cheating's not a nice experience to go through.
Yeah, but it also wasn't fair on the next one that came along, because then I was like...
Oh, so you didn't trust the next one because you thought that all women are the same?
Yeah.
Sure. How's that going for you?
It's going pretty good. No, I'm not lingering on to... I'm not, like, holding on to that. That was an ages ago thing.
So what do you value the most in relationships?
Oh, the companionship. The... just being able to unload your fucking shit on someone. Like, I mean, obviously you got to be there when they do that for you. You can't just be like, oh, laters, there's a Jacob-shaped hole in the wall. I'm out. Peace. Peace to the god Wu-Tang. No, you can't. You got to be there. Unfortunately, you got to fucking listen to their shit as well. But the companionship, the expressing your feelings. It's like going to confession every Sunday. You just unload all your shit. Pussy on tap. That gets a little bit cloying.
What does that mean?
That means so sweet you feel sick. But I just want to clarify that pussy on tap is not important. Children.
There are no children should not be listening to this podcast.
Yeah. Everything I've said before is for the children, but that last section there, I don't think that you would parents should But women are great. Yeah. That's what I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah, but I just enjoy the companionship. Not just, but that's what I enjoy most.
Okay.
That's the exclamation mark I want to put.
Okay, number one. Okay, that's good.
Pussy on tap doesn't matter as much as it seems like it does when you're a young man.
Sure. Why do you think that is?
Because you're basically obeying your fucking hormones.
Yeah, that's true.
And then now I'm just like, wow, I actually want to have a conversation.
Oh, that's nice. Is that new for you, Jacob?
Yeah. Women should be held on a pedestal, but all of the fellas should have been flogged. And so I grew up with old school values, and I don't want a woman having a better mustache than I do.
Sure.
And so that's all I have to say about that.
Okay, right.
I like smiles, you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
What's your favourite thing about being single, Jacob?
I'm not one to talk shit, but I just like the freedom of being like, yes, you control.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
What channel is on the television.
Mm-hmm.
I like that every Wu-Tang Wednesday I get to watch an episode of Wu-Tang: An American Saga.
What's your definition of cheating?
That's a good question, because when I was younger and in relationships, like when I was 15 and I called my ex out on cheating with me, and then she was like, oh, not like you weren't doing any of that either. And I was like, no. I didn't even look at any other women, because I was like, I thought when I was younger that getting with another. So I thought that if you stepped out on your relationship and you were like, I'm going to forget that I'm in a relationship right now to be with this person who I'm with right now. Mm-hmm. I thought I mean like sexual or just like kissing and all that sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. Hooking up, as the youth describe it.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was cheating. And then it took me a couple of years after I turned 18 where I realized there are some women in relationships who will flirt with you and pretend like they're not even in a relationship. Even some married women. I've had.
So what's flirting then? What's flirting?
You're like batting their eyelids at you at the end of the table, and telling you how cute you are, just because it's in international waters, and
What?
I went on a cruise one time, and then this dude and his sister was there, and the sister was hitting on me, and I was like looking at him because I was in a relationship at this time.
Yeah.
And I knew she was in a relationship. She's like, "You're so cute," grabbing me by the face and all that. And I was looking at the brother because he's staunch, and I'm like, "Please don't hit me."
Yeah.
She's the one acting up. He's like, "I know, she always gets like this." That was my first indicator. I was like, oh.
But some couples like that. Some couples like seeing their partner flirting with other people.
What, from 120 fucking miles away?
I don't know.
I said this was in international waters. He wasn't on the ship.
Oh.
Yeah. He wasn't in the corner fucking tugging off.
Why would... Oh, okay.
Because you said they like it.
Yeah, well, some people...
But this guy didn't get the chance to like it.
Okay.
There's no reception out there. You have to pay for Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
She wasn't Skyping in her pocket like, yeah, look at me, look what I'm going to fucking do tonight. You know?
No, I don't know.
Me neither, because I didn't let her get that far.
Oh, Jacob.
What's up?
If you could wave a magic wand and get whatever you wanted in regards to relationships, love, and all that kind of stuff, what would that look like?
3 more inches.
Jacob! I'm not talking about you dick. I'm talking about, like, relationships.
Oh, yeah. Serious stuff.
Yes.
Well, robots aren't too far off. But, I mean...
Is that what you want?
No, I don't want a fucking rolling... I don't want a
Companionship,
fucking
that's a robot.
rolling magic 8-ball.
Yeah.
I want a person who can, you know, elicit emotion out of me. Not like, ooh, I'm gonna act like this to see if he still likes me. No, I'm gonna fucking drive him crazy to see if he still fucking loves me.
So you're saying you don't want somebody that'd play games. So you remember the question was, if you had a magic wand, what would your relationships, love, all that kind of stuff look like?
I just want to be happy, you know? I want a woman that makes me happy, but knows at the same time what makes her happy. So she's not always trying to mine happiness out of my fucking life.
Yeah, correct.
And my personality. And at the same time, I can fart under the covers and put it on her face.
Why do guys like doing that?
Well, I mean, it's like, whoa, why do they pee on us when we're in the shower? It's because we're going to pee anyway.
Yeah,
we
but-
might as well make it interesting. Compared to the mundane task of pissing in the shower every day, suddenly we have something to piss on. Have you ever been pissed on in the shower?
No.
Oh, you'd be a pain in the ass to piss on.
What is the biggest lesson that you've learnt in
20 minutes of foreplay means that you don't have to spend 20 minutes fugging. The more time you spend in foreplay, the less time you have to pretend like you're not about to come for the entire time.
Oh.
Yeah.
When did you figure that one out?
About 24 hours ago. No, I learned that one. See, one of the things that this lovely Christian lady who cheated on me and broke my heart did was she taught me how to go down on a woman.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the thing they don't tell you. Actually, that's the thing they all tell you about Christian girls is they're massive sluts.
You don't need to label her with whore or slut.
But she was all of those things.
She enjoyed sexual activities.
While with other men,
Yeah.
whilst in a relationship
she was
with
somebody
me.
that cheated on you, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Which is not nice, and that's not the right thing to do when you're in a monogamous relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Monogamy, that's the way for me. Yeah. Anyway, but she taught me how to go down on a woman, which came in handy a lot after her, because then after her I was just trying to prove my worth. So I was like, this sex
Person.
worker cheated on me, and now I'm gonna go eat all the pussies. I'm gonna eat all the pussy in the world. And you know what? I got really good at it.
How do you know you're good at it?
Because here's the thing: is like women, like Nona Mona. You know Nona Mona.
Yes, I do know.
I was spouting off like this just in conversation with her, and like this is, I just get excited. I have puppy dog energy, so like I
Yeah.
get excited sometimes. And I was talking to Nona like this, like I was talking about my life and shit, and we were just having fun. And then like she was like, "Oh, Jacob, has a woman ever told her? Have you ever made a woman come?" Just because I was talking like this and I was having fun, and I was like, "This motherfucker," and I was like, "So they say," but But, like, I didn't want to give her the in-depth answer, which is that you can tell when a woman comes. First of all, You can feel it. Second of all, they give you that look like they've just mainlined heroin, and their eyes are like all like closed over, but they're looking at you the whole time, and then they're not even blinking, but they're gulping, swallowing like real deep and big, and yeah. Does that answer your question?
I think so, maybe. I'm not sure anymore.
You've never felt like that before, have you?
I'm not answering that.
I've seen that look in multiple women's eyes. Or maybe I've just stepped on their foot. I don't know.
What is the biggest regret that you have in your love stories?
Not opening myself up to love when I should have, and then opening myself up to love when I shouldn't have.
How would you be able to work out what are the signs or the inner tuition or whatever you want to call it to not make those same mistakes?
Well, don't show all your cards when they leave you. That tends to be that's a pretty good hint.
Yeah, I've heard you say that you hold your cards close to your chest before.
Yeah, I do, because like I've done that. And then I've let the women go, and I'm like, oh no, come back. And then they're like, nah, we're happy now.
Oh.
And it was all my fault all along. I'm not going to act like I was fucking Prince Charming all the time. Like, I got cheated on, and I was great in that relationship. And then I was like, nah, not going to happen again. And then after that, after I got over the losing of the good ladies, then I was like, oh, all right, we're back in the game. Like, let's open up to someone new. And then I was like, oh, that's not good. Too soon, brother. Too soon.
How did you know it was too soon?
Because they never came back.
Okay.
And I was just like, oh, I was like, and then I would go through periods of just shutting myself off completely. And then women are intrigued by that. Like, oh, this dude's a fucking mystery.
I think the women that are intrigued by that don't know themselves well enough.
So they're like, instead of mining for answers about ourselves, let's go try to figure this guy out.
Yeah.
This nutty geezer. Let's see what he's got going on.
Yeah.
It's usually good shoes. If a guy's a mystery to you, he's probably got good shoes.
What?
You don't agree with this?
I have never heard this
Look at the
before.
shoes. If a dude's acting all aloof and miscellaneous, look at his shoes.
What shoes have you got on right now?
Work shoes. I don't want to say exactly what. I'm not getting paid by nobody.
Yeah. How long's the honeymoon phase, you think?
About 3 to 5 months.
Okay. And then do you think people just let it all hang out after that?
They don't mean to. They can't help themselves.
Do you think it comes with age and experience that people show you who they are sooner?
Yeah.
Or do you think it also depends on if they're a narcissist or not?
Absolutely. All of those things. Like women, the younger they are, they let it slip. The mask falls, and they can't help it. And then they're like, whoop, I'm sorry. And then I've dated older women as well, and they're much better at hiding it. It's still there, but they're much better at hiding it for longer periods of time until you feel like, oh my God, this could be the one. And then fucking bam, choke me, daddy. And then you're like, oh, you're just like the rest of them.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that you've had those experiences, Jacob.
No, you're not. You couldn't give a fuck. birth control, wear johnnies and rubbers and all of the condoms, not at the same time, but wear because that's the thing, is the power is in your hand until it's inside of them, and then the power's all in them.
So did you know that the pill actually changes somebody's brain chemistry?
Yeah, it adds even more hormones into that delicate fucking brain chemistry.
And it actually makes people attracted to different people than they would if they weren't on the pill.
Yes, I know for a fact my second girlfriend, who was way out of my league, would not have even looked at me, given me a second look if she was not on the pill.
Right. What are the parting words of wisdom you'd like to leave me with?
Just because she says she's on the pill doesn't mean she's really on the pill.
So you're saying that everyone's a liar?
Pull out, gentlemen, and go through her top cupboard drawer. Best case scenario, you look through her top drawer and you find the pill. Worst case scenario, you find Polaroids of her and a horse.
The Bachelorette, with friends near and far, from heartache to catfish and sex toys. The Bachelorette and friends. See you next time, if you dare.
Are you a podcaster? Maybe you've got that big idea and you're looking for a network to join. The multi-award-winning Ozcast Network can get your content to eyes and ears all over the world. Join now for the first month free, and you could be featuring this sound at the beginning of your podcast.
Ozcast.
Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.